Cool. Now we're going to welcome the Aipeiron team from Skylar from UC Berkeley. Hello.
Okay, yeah. So I taught myself accounting in 1 month, making the financial statements for a company and raising $4 million. And out of that, I made one key realization, which is that accounting sucks. And accounting sucks, especially for small businesses. As a small business, you really only have 3 options when it comes to accounting. You can 1, spend thousands of dollars hiring an accountant. 2, spend hundreds of hours learning and doing accounting yourself. Or 3, get fined by the IRS. So none of those options are that great, leaving companies lacking the crucial financial information to make many key business decisions. And no industry is hit harder than this than e-commerce SMBs. As an e-commerce seller, you're selling across many different channels such as Shopify, Amazon, eBay. You're selling to various buyers such as consumers, wholesale buyers, distributors that are buying at vastly different price points, managing your shipping costs to 50 different states that all charge different rates for sales and use tax. And there's no current solution to this other than a lot of manual labor. Therefore, a lot of e-commerce SMBs just don't have the information of how well their products are doing, where their profit margins are, and have no clue how to go forward. That's why I decided to build Aipeiron, which does everything an accountant does a lot faster and a lot cheaper. Using machine learning, we're able to automate your bookkeeping by pulling transactions from a bank account, making all those classifications. This is just my personal bank account. Making a custom chart of accounts, creating those financial statements. From there, you're able to match those transactions going into your bank account with the sales on your Shopify account, on your Amazon account, to see where your profit margins lie, to see how well your products are doing, which ones are profitable, which ones aren't, and where to go forward from there. You create a custom budget based off your company information, industry information, bank history, transaction history, sales history, therefore giving you a blueprint of how to go forward. You have an AI CFO that gives you advice using your internal company information as well as industry information to basically make you more confident on your finances. And lastly, your tax information is automatically filled in and filed. And so yeah, we're starting with 4 million e-commerce SMBs. This is a great starting market because e-commerce isn't ever taught in school. So if you're an e-commerce seller, you're learning on online communities, you're learning on online media, and as a result, it's a very tight network, creating very strong network effects that create a very good entry market for sales. If we look towards the United States, there are 30 million SMBs that are growing at 5.5 million every single year. These 5.5 million sellers have no loyalty to any accounting software at all. And lastly, we're going to go to target the overall accounting market in the United States. And yeah, we charge $50 a month for any company making less than $250,000 in ARR, and we charge $150 a month for any company making more, and every SMB pays $500 a year for income and sales taxes. And it's no secret that accounting is a competitive landscape. However, there are AI companies that focus on AI accounting. However, they focus explicitly on startups. This isn't the right approach because if you're a startup, there are 2 cases. You either haven't raised money, so you don't care about any accounting at all because your whole goal is to stay lean and not spend any money, or you have raised money and now you have a couple $1 million in your bank account. You have 18 months of runway. Your whole goal is to scale aggressively, spend fast, increase your ARR as fast as possible to raise that next round. You don't care where your profit margins are, and as a result, these startups don't build the FP&A for infrastructure to kind of support that next generation of accounting. Traditional accounting software is similar in price, but confusing and slow, and in-house teams and accounting firms are tedious and expensive. And so yeah, I launched back in November where I competed at MPAX and I won. Since then, I've built every single feature. Those aren't Figma screenshots, those are actually on the website. And a bunch more, established many key partnerships, hit 23K ARR without doing any sales. And then I'm about to fully launch the product page, and then do the sales into the e-commerce industries. So yeah, I'm Skylar. I'm doing everything. I did CS and accounting at Berkeley. I did NLP at Johnson & Johnson, did LLMs at Spotify, did some other AI research at Berkeley. I'm a CPA candidate with 3 years of industry experience. I'm advised by John Atkinson. He's a former CFO, including at Enterprise Rent-A-Car, and David Wu, public company founder. So yeah, thank you.
What would they focus on?
Yeah, so that's kind of why I want money, because I feel like it's can only like type so fast. So it would be like, well, if I'm like, right now I'm looking for a co-founder, so like, and if you guys know any like amazing ML engineers, love that. Other than that, I want like a full stack engineer just because, you know, that stuff is good to me to write. Maybe like someone with more experience like building out tax infrastructure, and partnerships with like various states, things like that.
I think there's a question we're gonna ask a lot tonight. Like, what's the why now on the technology side? Like, obviously,
Yeah.
there's QuickBooks, there's Pilot, there's a million other folks in that world.
Yeah.
Like, what's changed?
So my thoughts on QuickBooks are that QuickBooks Online has been around for over 20 years. They started with like QuickBooks Desktop. It's taken them 20 years to pivot to cloud, and they still like have a very terrible UI and UX. That's just because like their infrastructure is like super burdened down. They don't have the infrastructure for like to like accommodate like Gen AI and all this stuff. The why now is literally just because like Gen AI has like come out. The like even traditional like data science techniques are able to get like pretty accurate classifications for bookkeeping and like all this like accounting and all that stuff like CFO whatever. But no one ever trusted it before. But like, you know, now that ChatGPT has come out, right? Like everyone loves LLMs. Like all these like CFOs, like CEOs are trying to adopt Gen AI into their company. So the why now is literally just because like LLMs are making people trust AI. Like the IRS is adopting AI into like all their stuff. And now like, you know, companies that are like starting fresh without like the burden of like previous like outdated infrastructure, like languages that no one uses anymore, are like able to build much faster.
What percentage of what you're doing right now requires a human in the loop for a result? And kind of behind that question is, what happens if there's a mistake when people go out to report their taxes?
Yeah, definitely. So for taxes, I've done like, there's like 14 people that have paid for the taxes, like $500 each. That's like definitely human in the loop where like I don't trust my ML stuff to like file the taxes. So I let it run, I do all the stuff and I go and check. I'd probably say it's around like 95% accuracy, but like hopefully by next year it will get to like, I mean it's like about the same as a human doing it because like honestly like human accountants like don't like to be that. It's like not a well-known secret, but like they don't really care too much. It's not a huge deal. Like I won't really find you if you make small mistakes here and there. But yeah, hopefully I'll make it like 10x better than any humans by next year. For the actual bookkeeping, these like I'm using like you know like some like I'm not just using like the foundational models, but like even foundational models are able to get like that like 85-90% accuracy. But you know with like combination like ensemble models like RAG, you're able to get like much higher. Yeah.
Where are you gonna be based, the company?
Yeah, so I dropped out of Berkeley last semester, but like my parents are in Palo Alto, so I'm just in Palo Alto right now.
Thank you.
Great. That was Skylar from